Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Out to the right. And here's Hazard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Yamal. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Hazard. Chance, surely! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Saliba calmly anticipates. Not the most convincing of passes. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Mbappe. He has a look up. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Hazard looking to get on the end of this. He's picked his way through. Crosses it. A header! Dispatched clinically. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona, a terrific header. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
The pass is intercepted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's Pedri. Cruyff, over to the left. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Saliba wins the duel this time. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's definitely not his best. Cruyff, can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space.
A decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Pedri! Hazard. Now it's Cruyff. Kukçu cuts it out. Nuno Mendes. Out to the left it goes. Pedri. Back into the middle. Is there any support? And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Kukçu. Messi. Great chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Diogo Costa punts it upfield. Looking for options for movement. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's beaten the last man, and he's in on goal. Mbappe finds himself offside. Here comes, gets his head on it! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedri threads one in, and he's on his way! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Madrid on the spot for parity. That is some save from Khan! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kukçu takes a shot! He scores! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Costa Curta. And there's the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8. El dorsal 24.
And we're off again.
El dorsal 13.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Cruyff. Messi. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. He's got away! Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Beckham running with the ball. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And it's Azar. And this is Van Basten. And the shot! It's out for a goal kick. Madrid needing a change of fortune here. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Van Basten. Kukçu puts his foot on the gas. Chance! There's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, this looks sharp. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Diogo Costa gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, they've got it again. Van Basten. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Messi. Cruyff looking to run onto it. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Well, what about it? Madrid have come back from the very brink. Now it's Messi. It's a good ball out wide. Kukçu. No, that's been intercepted. Beckham. Oh, now can they counter? Now it's Yamal. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Just about up to 75 minutes. Yamal picks it up out wide, lofted in. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Shot at goal! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have a break. It's Asa! And that could have brought them level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
And he's intervened well there. Madrid are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And it's Salah. Now it's Mbappe. It's a promising position.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he shoots! It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Plays it across.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Delivers the ball. Can he finish? He scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Well, there's the clearance. Now goes for a shot! And he's heaved it away. Pedri. Kukçu. Looking for the run. And the finish! We've got a goal! Deep into injury time! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments. And that will be the final act. Madrid can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like the full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Guti. Neymar. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Messi. Guti out to the right. Pedri goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Van Basten. Kukçu. Saliba. Cannavaro. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Mbappe has real chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
They have what they wanted. The first break goes for a shot! There it is! And one Once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Messi. Stood up well to him there. Foot in. He's got away. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Now it's Van Basten. Spread out to the left. Azar. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Upamecano. Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten! Good counter, had a lot of people worried.
Well, Peter, they're renowned for their breakaways, but you do have to be risky at times.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Neymar is flagged offside. Oh, terrible mistake. He's having a shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar, spread it left.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Neymar. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nuno Mendes. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pedri plays it through. And this is Messi. Aims beyond the shoots! Hernandez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Diogo Costa did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. It's Van Basten! And that has fair fizzed. Now it's Azar. Xavi Alonso. And this is Messi. And it's Hakimi. Tries to play it through. Now it's Neymar. Saliba deals. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he thumps it clear. Xavi Alonso. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Danger averted for now. Guti. This might spell danger. Chooses to go back. Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso stood his ground strongly. That's tidy. And here's Azar. And this is Messi. No way through, so back it comes. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Messi. He shifted it to the flank. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Pinged towards the front line. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Guti engages and forces him off the ball. Almost an hour gone. And this is Messi. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
There's the shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Nice interception, well timed. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Azar. Azar is wide and looking to get onto this. So nearly the perfect ball.
Hazard really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Van Basten. Hazard. Mbappe is onto this. Azar. Hernandez. Hazard looking to run onto it. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And this is Neymar! Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, nice touch. Serginho. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pedri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Kukçu is there to clear. Now it's Neymar. Well read, nice interception. Looking to play him in. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now he's off and running. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Neymar. He has found a way through. Over to the left. Hazard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pedri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Neymar has created one goal already. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Hazard. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Now it's Hazard. Steaming on goalwards. Serginho. Now it's Messi. And he was quick to react. And that's that. Madrid did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Nice looking ball. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Kukçu. Can he get on the end of this? Chouameni. Looking for options for movement. And he's heaved it away. Pass somewhat off target. He's got away. Pinches it off him. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
And here's Kokchu. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. No way through. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Threads one in. This looks promising. It's a really well-measured ball. That is a crunching tackle. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
But they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hazard. He's picked his way through. Big header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedri calmly anticipates. And it's Bellingham. And here's Messi. He's found a way through. Oh, cracking chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And here's Van Basten. Messi wins the duel this time. Played out wide. Bellingham. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, he's through and all chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And now they can spring out of defence. He's on it, can he get away? And that's a good ball. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay.
Hazard! Oh, he's hit the bar! And that should get the job done. Nicely weighted ball, and he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hazard with the delivery. Oh, well cut out. Kokchu! Looking for the run. Saliba cuts out the pass. Back towards the middle.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Messi. Bellingham. Hazard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the half-time whistle goes. Some first-half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Nuno Mendes, Pedri, Kukçu. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's another good win of the ball.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Cannavaro. Could be danger here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ball played for Kukçu. Van Basten. And it's Pedri. Now, can they get him away? And he skips past his man. Cross in, look, he rises! Oh, it's there! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He's had a shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mendes gets into a good position. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Over to the left. Now it's Azar. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great vision. He's through here. He's got full. It's in! And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that
El dorsal 20, Cáceres, será reemplazado por el dorsal 11.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Madrid go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And they're back on the ball again, looking to play him in. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. They're back in possession and ready to go again. De Bruyne. And it's Zanetti. And here's Messi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kupchu. Well, that pass isn't the best. That is ended up in no man's land. 5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Oh, they could be caught out here, and he's away. Madrid, moments now away from seeing this one out. It's a promising position, and reclaimed it in a trice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Zanetti. Vitinha. Crunching tackle. Can he get it through? And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about you.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne across, horrific header. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And it's Messi. Good ball, good take. Looking to play him in. They're urging him to shoot. Now that's a fine chance. Decent chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And this is Van Basten. Picked out chance, surely! First quarter of an hour gone. De Bruyne takes control of it and he's on the move. Can he get it through? He has found the way through. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Madrid present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This to go one up. What a save by Diogo Costa! Oh, he's missed it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Diogo Costa gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's made its way to him. Messi. It's a good ball out wide. Can he latch on to this? Messi is onto it in a flash. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Mendes. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Lovely shot at goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Nice control. Fired deep towards the back post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. 15 minutes till half-time. Van Basten. De Bruyne. Great ball. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Baresi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Messi. And he plays one through. Mbappe, chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's got away. Oh, sweet feet. Probing pass. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked out the run. Chance for a shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Madrid are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Threads one in. Alexander-Arnold. Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Nuno Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. In it comes. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. De Bruyne tries making a foray down the right.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Big chance! That could... And one more try! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Alexander-Arnold hurtling down that right, climbs up big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Now it's Messi. Mateus. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Mendes. Van Basten. And that's a good ball. think that's offside. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. There's no flag. Shapes to shoot! And again! And he hits the net! And they get themselves in front! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid go into the lead. Mbappe.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Pings in across. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. And that's a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, Hazard, será reemplazado por el dorsal 11.
Tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kukçu, looking for the run, takes a shot! He scores! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Madrid, and a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up
Mateus! Played out to the right. That pass isn't the best. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Goes down, but nothing given. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. Van Basten. Saka was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
El dorsal 18 será sustituido por el dorsal 13.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Rodri. Mendes does well to get it back. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Milan have their third corner. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. 5 minutes to add. And the pass is intercepted. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, played right into his path. Nuno Mendes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Madrid have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable.